particularly my grandfather, who was a farmer, and my grandmother, and all my extended family members. A lot of joy comes to my heart just when I mention them. This was a farming community, a very religiously oriented community, and with plenty of food and plenty of things to do.
Okay. All right, and sounds like you're from Alabama from what we've read. What was growing up in Alabama like, specifically the 1940s, before you were 12?
Well, what I remember, several things. One, I remember my grandmother teaching my brother Richard and myself how to read. And she had a high priority on education. I remember that. I also remember the animals, feeding the animals, going fishing, shooting marbles, and picking blackberries in the summer. Of course, I remember working in the fields and going to school at Pleasant Grove Elementary School. It was a Rosenwald school. And I remember the teacher, Miss Ashley. I remember the older children teaching the younger children how to read. So my memories are pretty good about when I was 7 or 8 years old. The amazing thing is the extended family with Uncle Robert, Uncle Clave, Aunt Alberta, and all of the Mays family and some Garys who supported us, both religiously and they were just good neighbors, good relatives.
What was family like? And are there any stories that stand out about the black family life of 1940s?
Well, what I remember, again, is the extended family. The big gatherings for church activities. And the interesting thing, I remember at our church, we met just once a month for church services. And then the ladies would bring baskets of food after service. And I enjoyed going from one family basket to another, sampling the good food. A lot of emphasis on reading the Bible, studying and doing your schoolwork, and carrying out your tasks around the farm. So I would say there were some very strong work ethic values around putting God first, and family bonding. It was drummed into me to love my family.
Okay. So it was drummed into you. Well then, what principles did your family instill in you?
Some of the principles that were emphasized in my family are, one, the importance of education. That was drummed into us just about every day. The second thing was having goals and aspirations. My grandparents expected me to do well. That was something that was taught on a daily basis. You had to complete your tasks, you had to be focused and so forth. And of course, God was emphasized, a lot of praying, and as a child, they would call on you to pray and do during big dinner meetings and so forth. Another important value was family bonding. I don't know how to explain it, except we were taught to love family. And to me, it was the Mays family. That was my maternal grandmother's family, and of course the Garys. But the Mays were a very important part of our family arrangement. Another value that was emphasized was respect. That was a big item in my family. You had to respect people, particularly the older people. And now another value that I picked up, I didn't realize I was picking up because my grandfather believed in empowerment. He did not allow anybody to dominate him, and he taught us to stand up for what we believed in.